everyone. Hope you're having a great day and that the toy owls have been kind to you. I want to welcome you to George Reviews. I am the 80s Transformers fan. Today I'll be taking a look at a few G.I. Joe classified series figures. They are the original 3 Dreadnoks. Got torched the other day from Amazon.com to complete my set. I had these guys for a few months, got them on outlet pricing, which is clearance from Hasbro Post. I waited a long time to get these guys, hoping they would go on clearance. I never figured out why they didn't drop all 3 at one time. I probably would have went after them immediately. But these guys went on clearance. I went ahead and added them. And now I have this guy. And we're going to check these guys out right now. Obviously, this is the older style packaging for Buzzer and Ripper. Here is Ripper's packaging. It is an image of the toy and a little bit of artwork. His accessories, you cannot see. This is when they went windowless to save some money and try to convince us it's environmental friendly. This was the packaging. Cool little background back here. A couple Easter eggs like the drum set for when they were in the band Cold Slither. Some grape soda cans back there. Looks like they're at a gas station, or he's at a gas station. Anyway, back of the box we have a highlight of the tattoo, the belt buckle or crotch piece, whatever, and again the weapons. And then it tells us that he is 6'2" or 159 millimeters tall. That's very cool. Same artwork on the side. He is number 106. In the middle we have the latest release. It is Cobra Dreadnok Torch. Back is the window packaging. You can see this guy fully within, and the deco on this guy looks amazing just through the window packaging. And it's been updated a little bit, some similarities, but like the little pattern is similar, but updated a little bit nonetheless. You can see him on the side of the box. A couple little glyphs right here, QR code. Back of the box is Torch throwing the flame. And they've replaced the drums with a motorcycle back there. Same window, same gas station, looks like to me. Grape soda still in the floor. Side of the box, some cool artwork right there. That looks amazing. Torch release number is 123. Last but not least is Dreadnok Ripper. And he's back at that same gas station. He has the same. It's a slightly different angle. I guess somebody left on a motorcycle back there and came back and parked it the other way. Still got the drums, still got the grape soda in the floor, and the what's that, carpet or tarp is gone. So I don't know, same day, a little bit later, I'm really not sure, but that's kind of cool how they got it changing back there. And anyway, it's the image of the toy, some artwork, accessories, QR code, back of the box, tats, highlights from the figure. And again, I don't know if I said it, I'll say it again. He's number 102. All right, so enough of the packaging. Let's get these guys open and take a look. Let's start with the old guy, Ripper. Buzzer. And our newest and probably coolest looking Dreadnok of the 3, Torch. Alright, take a look at our figures out of the box before we get them out of the little inserts. I just wanted to show you the differences and where we came from and where we are now. On George Reviews, every toy comes with a story. And this story is a throwback story to my childhood. Me and a good friend of mine used to compare Transformers to G.I. Joe, and how could you not? It was the same toy company, same cartoon production company, and they shared a lot of the voice actors. So my friend used to always say the Dreadnoks were the G.I. Joe version of the Transformers Insecticon, because there was like a little misfit trio. And I used to say, no, the Insecticons are far too intelligent to be compared to the Dreadnoks. They were like idiots. The Dreadnoks are G.I. Joe's version of the original 3 Dinobots. We have Grimlock, Sludge, and obviously the flamethrower Slag. And if you never peeped it out before, now you know. Alright, let's take a closer look at our trio. Gonna start with Buzzer. Take a look at his head, of course. The blonde hair into the ponytail. The hair has a little bit of a wash over it. I think that could be some bleeding going through, but it sort of looks like a wash in the lines. All right, now that I get a closer look, it's a little bit of bleeding, but it still looks good. It looks good with the hairstyle pulled back, slicked back into the ponytail, the receding hairline. I don't know, what is this? I mean, it's not a smile. It's sort of like a grimacing look. You can see his teeth. Kind of looks like Duke on drugs. You know what I'm saying? With the shirt and everything, and years later after G.I. Joe. Yeah, he has brown eyes. He has a set of molded in grenades. I think these are a separate piece plugged and glued in, like a flash grenade and a standard grenade. He has the dog tags he's collected, the sheriff's star from some sheriff he probably murked. Strap going around here. Tattoo of a dagger and a cobra right there. Some painted on here on his forearms. It's a watch or some type of wristband. It's a separate piece. That is nice. Brown gloves. I don't know what this is. The cameo. Word up. Nice skull on his belt. Couple holsters. Knee pads. Boots. Tread underneath his boots. He doesn't have a wash on him anywhere that I can tell. Oh, and he has some painted on chest here. Camera picking it up right there. Looks pretty cool. Now for Ripper. Start with his head. Has a much more interesting face, even though he's not my favorite. But as a toy design, this looks very cool. He has a rough and jagged beard. Has the mohawk going on right there with a little bit of fade on the side. Nice sculpted in detail. He has a better expression than Buzzer, I think. I like the mouth open like he's about to spit or say something really negative. Has like the lighter brown eyes. He has a scar on his eyebrow. I think that's a scar. It could be a missing paint app. Yes, on both of them. So yeah, he has the tattoo tear right there. Gang banging dude. Nice painted bottom lip. The teeth are nice. His head is really nice. His head is probably the nicest head of the three. Then he has a strap across his chest and shoulders. Spikes. Very cool. The camo tank top on. Tattoo on the shoulder. Some more spikes over here. This is a separate piece. This is a lot of love for this figure. Tattoo on this shoulder. It's a bull. Looks like him as a bull with a cobra tongue coming out of his mouth. Another tattoo down here. Some type of paw with claws. Then he has the spike wristband right here. And it has a paint app on top of that. How cool is that? Camo going on right here. His belt is molded into the crotch piece. Right here's a little bit of gapping issue going on right there. Chain over here. Some paint on the belt buckle. Holster. These are like the standard pants you see in the molded in fabric with most Joes. Some knee pads and just boots. No extra paint apps. A little bit of tread. And yeah, he looks good. Now for Torch. I mean, in the box or straight out of the box, he looks like the best looking decoed guy. Coming to his head real quick. He has a part down the middle. Nice sculpted, molded in hair with that red headband going on. The only thing I don't like is the glasses are not removable. The other two guys' glasses are removable. With this guy, they just switched it up. No hair on his chin. Got the little cleft going on right there. Then coming to his vest, this is so cool. The molded in leathery detail is nice, very nice. And then he has the studs across the back, painted silver, then the chains around the shoulders with the skulls. I mean, that alone is impressive, but they went further. We have a molded in collar on his neck, and it is painted. I believe that's a single piece that's molded in with black and silver. Then he has a necklace that you can remove if you wanted to, with the black rope and the silver painted skull. It's painted buckles, painted zippers. He has a separate armband piece over here that's different than his. The flame tattoos on his forearm, so awesome. Then the separate chains on his wrist that move around. Wish they would have hit it with the silver to make it completely match, but that's cool. Coming to the belt, silvery belt, the same silver they could have hit this with. It is molded into the crotch piece right here. Flames on his back pocket. His ass is on fire. Then he has the holsters going on. Nice molding and detailing on those. I don't know what's going on in these funky boots. Or coming up here, they come up to his thighs. And then nice leathery texture on the boots. And they went all out for this guy. I would appreciate it if they had went ahead and painted these buckles right here silver. But that's an easy custom if you were to choose to do so. I probably won't do it. But man, I think his deco is the best. I think decoration wise for the figure, we got this guy. Close second is this guy with the head sculpt and all this going on. And then my favorite Dreadnok is coming in dead last in deco. Articulation. I'm going to try to get all three guys in at the exact same time. Head goes up this far. Down this far. 360. Side to side, And the neck joint is a separate piece. Arm articulation. There's a joint in here that allows the arm to go in and out. Full 360 at the shoulder. Bicep swivel, full 360. Elbow bend on these guys. Coming down to the wrist hinge. A couple are up and down and one is in and out. Full 360. Ab articulation. With torch, the vest may hinder his ab articulation. Not really. Waist articulation, full 360. And some side to side. Splits to the side. Torch really nails his. There's something different going on. Front to back split. Again, Torch is killing it. Standard drop down hips. Swivel at that drop down hip articulation. 360 at the thigh. Knee bend. Boot cut. Ankle articulation. Next up, accessories for a buzzer. He has a total of 6 of them, including the glasses that he's wearing, the small handgun, and a knife, which he has a nice firm grip on. He can get his finger in the trigger hole of the pistol. I don't know, I can't ID the pistol. Don't give me the line. The pistol has a hole in it where you could probably add a blast effect to it. Next up for buzzer is a not quite but nearly as horrific homemade weapon. It's like a nunchuck. But the other side is a blade on a chain, and oh man, I mean, this guy is trying to maim someone. Lastly is the chainsaw, his signature weapon. He wouldn't be complete without it. It's done in 2 plastics. It's done in black plastic, and for the chain, it is a gray plastic with some silver paint inside the chain mechanism. Next up is Dreadnok Ripper. He comes with a total of 4 weaponized accessories. 2 of them are bladed knives. The one knife is pretty much a standard knife. The other one has a pistol grip on it. Ripper can hold these knives nice and securely in his 2 pistol grip style hands. And these 2 knives can be holstered, one on his leg, the other on his chest. Then Ripper has the Jaws of Life, which is a very cool looking accessory, which utilizes a gear mechanism to open and close, like scissors. It is very cool. Then his final weapon, the gun with the blade at the end. The blade at the end of the gun is painted silver. The gun is all black, and the gun has a hole to accommodate a blast effect. It is very cool. Ripper has a peg on his back that is part of the straps on his shoulder that hold his grenade and his knife, and his cool weapon storage. Now for Torch. Torch basically has 3 accessories, the 2 pistols, and a flamethrower. The flamethrower comes in 3 pieces. The actual flamethrower gun, the gas tanks, and the hose. You just connect the hose to the end of the gun and the gas tanks by the same type of port. Both ends are the same, so you can't get it wrong. Once attached, you can peg the gas tanks into Torch's back through his vest. You got to kind of line it up to get it just right, but it goes in without too much difficulty. Then Torch's pistols. The pistols are all gray plastic. They are identical. He holds them in his pistol gripping hands with no problem whatsoever. Then Torch can store those pistols on his hips in equal opposite holsters. Once you have the gas tank on Torch's back and everything lined up, Torch has 3 flame effects. The first of which is just one small little flame. I guess it's like when the flamethrower is like idling or something like that. I don't know. But it's a translucent orange plastic. I don't believe it has a paint app on it. It may, I'm not sure. I think it's just the orange plastic. Then he has the medium-sized flame burst, which is kind of wide, and it is definitely painted over the orange translucent plastic. It appears to be 2 different paint apps, or maybe the coat just gets lighter as it gets to the end. Then for my favorite, the longest jagged version of the flame coming out of the flamethrower, I will be displaying it with this one. It is the same translucent plastic with looks like only 1 orange paint app on it, but it is very cool, and Torch can get out here and burn down some shit. When Torch is not burning G.I. Joes alive, the flamethrower gun can be stored underneath his gas tanks. It's time to give the Dreadnoks the size up and the rundown. First up are the Transformers Studio Series Dinobots. From the Transformers Vintage toy line, here are the Insecticons. Here are a trio of baddies from Star Wars The Black Series. Here they are with fellow classified figures Serpentor, Storm Shadow, and Sergeant Slaughter. I picked these particular guys because I wanted to show you that Hasbro tries to actually stay true to height scaling. Final thoughts on the Dreadnoks. I want to specifically speak on Torch because he's the newest release and most people probably already have the other Dreadnoks. If you love the Dreadnoks, he is amazing. He looks enough like the cartoon and the vintage toy where you really wouldn't need a retro carded Torch when they decide to get to the retro card, because I love the retro. I'd rather have the retro look, but you never know where and when you're going to get a retro carded G.I. Joe classified figure. So I kind of run out and grab the first release, and then they get you again and make you buy another one. They look enough like the original cartoon to not have to run out and buy them again if you don't have the money for it, or you just don't want to buy copies of the same figure with slight changes to them. So I am very happy with all three of these figures. If I had to complain about anything, it would be that Torch glasses didn't come off and that some of the weapons were a little bit gummy. Then Ripper ankles were a little weak, and I corrected that before the video was over. I was trying to pose him a few times. He kept falling off. Got tired of that. I put a little bit of crazy glue in the hinge, but I am very happy with these figures. I was happy to get Buzzer and Ripper on outlet pricing, which is clearance from Hasbro Post, and then to add Torch, amazing set. If you don't have them yet and you were thinking about them, they are definitely worth the pickup. That's all I have for you. I want to thank you all for taking a look at George Reviews, and remember, every toy tells his own story.